Sorry, we got interrupted. Commit to go on retreats with your spouse. Commit to speak better to your spouse with more respect, as if it was the beginning of your marriage. Try to go back to those original moments. We're doing that almost with Hashem. We're recommitting in our relationship with the King of the world, with our husband Hashem, that we are crowning. We are the queen, crowning him again, putting the crown on our king. We make God king, and we have to, recommit to those. When did we meet God at first? It was in Gan Eden, and there was love, and it was simple and easy. And then we made some mistake, and we didn't take responsibility. Take responsibility for your marriage. Take responsibility to love God and to, worked on that relationship. Our Judaism has nothing to do with laws. Halacha means to walk. The idea is, how can you walk hand in hand with God? How can you walk hand in hand with your spouse? And being so different, because we're meant to be so different. When we're married, we have doubts. He's so like this, and I'm so the opposite. Yes, Baruch Hashem, this is the challenge. We need fire and water together to be able to live. That's what we're trying to create. It sounds like an impossible thing, but that's the magic of marriage. What is Shamayim, heaven? Heaven is a place where fire and water exist. Esh and Maim, Shamayim. That's heaven, it's fire and water. We are trying here on earth, it doesn't work. But we can make it work. That's the ultimate challenge. Fire and water, men and women, and we're trying to, the marriage is the bris, is the commitment to create a Shamayim on earth. We're trying to bring the spiritual down to earth. Just the spiritual and physical together. Your soul is in the body. This already is impossible. But what? God made it happen. You have fire and water in you. So we are, right, soul and body. We're trying to create that harmony. That has to start. It starts with loving yourself. You have to really learn how to love yourself. Work on loving yourself. And then when you understand that your soul can love your body and your body can love your soul, then you can start loving another, the opposite. So I encourage all of you to try to make those little commitments. There's nothing greater than also doing teshuvah with our spouse, asking our spouse why. We do a lot of teshuvah, but the essential teshuvah should be the teshuvah we do with our spouse or people we love. If you're single, the close relationship we have, but it is the main work. And if you're focused on the main work, then you're guaranteed to have another year of life, because there's nothing more precious to God than that. And that's what he says. What does God is doing since the beginning of creation? He's doing matches. He's busy doing matches, because this is what it's really all about now. We got separated, now we got to be reunited. And you have to be reunited, right? Why do we need to have a man and woman? Why it has to be fire and water? Why it has to be spiritual, physical? Why it has to be two extreme opposite? Because unless we work on becoming one with the extreme opposite, how do you expect to be one with God? God is the extreme opposite of anything that is created, because God is not created. So we are the created trying to become one with the uncreated. The infinite trying to become one with the finite. There's nothing more different than us, even though we're made in the image of God, because there has to be a match, synchronization tools, so to speak. But there's nothing more different than us, than God. There's nothing more different than the world, than God. And that's the whole beauty. That's the magic. So may we all commit to a Rosh Hashana of love. Be very careful during Rosh Hashana not to get angry at your spouse, not to, it's a time with tremendous love, unity, appreciate each other, give compliments to each other, show love to each other, tell each other you love each other. And with that, you can have a beginning of a year filled with love and unity, and there's nothing greater than to have a year, ready, and because everything goes after the beginning. So if at the beginning we're filled with love, then we can know that all the ups and downs and all the struggles in our marriage, all the darkness, all the difficulties were worth it, because now, and they not only worth it, but all the pain and the suffering and the darkness and the doubt now becomes elevated. They become a mitzvah, they become higher level because of what you choose to do now. So, Sof Maseh, Machshava Tchila. So may you all have an amazing year of love, and it's not without difficulties. It is the most difficult thing in the world, but with tremendous excitement of what is possible to achieve when you get married to God, when you get married to someone who is different than you. So may you have an amazing Shana Tova. Baruch Adonai L'olam. Amen ve'amen.